Let's talk all things financial advice. And it seems that few UAE investors rely on social media influencers for their financial advice. Most look into family, professional financial advisors and friends, firm peers for money management tips. In fact, only 6% of investors here in the UAE trust social media influencers for said advice. This is according to a survey by insurance company Friends Provident International. Joining us now to talk about it is the CEO of Insight Discovery. Nigel Sillitoe joins us live here in studio. Nigel, morning to you.
Morning, Tom. How are you doing?
I'm really well. So explain the relationship between you guys and Friends Provident. So you did the research for them, is that right?
Yeah, we do their research and also their comms.
OK, so obviously an interesting piece, this one, and very moot at the moment as well, given what's doing the rounds in the news. Did the numbers surprise you?
They did, particularly the first question where we asked how confident would you be to take advice from a social media influencer. And what surprised us is 51% said they are very confident or mildly confident. But that's the scary thing, where a lot of Emiratis seem to be supporting the use of social media influencers. But then when you gave them the option, OK, choose one from the following 5 options, which was family and friends, independent financial advisors, bank advisors, etc., that's when, luckily, social media influencers came out poorly at just 6%.
Social media is not short of an opinion or two as well. It's all good and well if someone's judging somebody's dress on a red carpet. When it comes to your life savings, it's a different matter altogether, isn't it?
Yeah, totally. And that's why they've coined this new phrase, fin influencers. And I think these new breed of fin influencers just need to be qualified and regulated. If they are, then fine, maybe take their advice. And I agree with you, it's fine if they're, helping to promote a restaurant or a new perfume. But when it comes to your financial future, consumers should be very wary. And there are many fin influencers, particularly on TikTok. I read about one, Erica Kohlberg. She's now known as the money lawyer. But when you look at her posts, they're all pretty innocuous. It's like, how to make a claim if your luggage is lost. She's not punting, for example, crypto. And she gets paid about $7,000 per post. So that's quite a staggering number. But there are all these other influencers who are promoting unregulated schemes, and everyone knows about the Kim Kardashian case where she was fined 1.3 million by the SEC promoting a crypto coin that has subsequently fallen 99%. I mean, she cannot know all her millions of followers, so she got into deep hot water with that, and she's not now allowed to promote any financial products for 3 years. So India, for example, is now introducing legislation to try and control social media influencers when it comes to financial advice. And here in the UAE, as I'm sure you're aware, and you may have registered, because I'm sure you're treated as an influencer, you need to go to what's called the National Media Council, pay $15,000 a year. That's if you are receiving cash inducements to make posts. If you're just being given free tickets or free meals, you don't need to. But if there's a cash transfer, you need to register as a social media influencer. And this legislation arrived about 4 years ago here in the UAE. So there are far greater controls. But what I'd like to see is far more controls over these influencers who are pushing often unregulated schemes with no disclaimers that they're being paid to actually promote them.
Yeah, because I suppose there is a reason that a financial advisor has to sit exams, certain tests, etc., get certain regulations and authority granting. Do these celebrities know what they're doing? Obviously, they are having large paychecks waived underneath. FTX is a great example. A number of big celebrities, and there's a big court case over in the United States following the collapse of FTX and the influence that celebrities have. Do we have any sympathy for them whatsoever?
No, they obviously don't do enough due diligence. I mean, I find it hard to understand crypto. So how can someone who's, let's say, a successful entrepreneur really get his head around the structure of FTX, for example? But, you will fall to the money that's being presented. $25 million is quite a sweetener for promoting a crypto platform.
It's not the only talking point to come out of it. It's one of the big talking points. But it's interesting as well seeing where people actually do go to for their financial advice. Over a third of those, or just under a third, I should say, of those that were surveyed, considering their family to be the best equipped for financial advice.
Yeah, that's often true across the world when you do similar studies. Family and friends are often trusted, unfortunately, even over independent financial advisors or bank advisors. But when you look at the data, you'll find that youngsters are more swayed by family and friends and also social media influencers, as you might expect, particularly those aged between 18 to 24. And then when you reach, the grand old age of, 45 plus, suddenly, it's all to do with sound independent financial advisors. But I think it goes to prove also that in this market, IFAs need to also up their game and improve their reputation and trust amongst customers. And that's slowly happening with all the new legislation from all the different regulators, particularly the FSA in DIFC, the UAE Central Bank. So it's a lot tighter.
30 seconds left with you, Nigel. Just in terms of that, financial advisors holding their own at the moment, or are they also going to fall foul of ChatGPT?
I do hope not, but we're going to do our worst reputation study again soon, and obviously I'd love to bring that back here when we have the results. And then we'll know whether their reputation's improved or decreased since 12 months back.
Nigel, you're a good man, bless you. Thanks so much indeed for joining us live here in the studio. That survey is out. It's by Friends Provident International, with, of course, the support of all the team at Insight Discovery right here in the region. Nigel Sillitoe is the CEO of Insight Discovery.